away from the horse, there are certain steps in the way. So, like, personally, I would have started him right there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I wouldn't have walked him over like, I have to get more space. I would have just said, hey, guess what? You're gonna move from here. So Buck, my brother-in-law, always says, there's two ways to be around a horse. They can either be moving your feet, or you can be moving their feet. So you just decide which one you want to be, the person that gets pushed around, or the person that's asking the horse to go. And then you just get in that camp, and then whatever. But I want to be in the camp of them, I'm moving their feet. I don't want them to ever move my feet. So I'm very conscious of how I am around a horse and what position I put myself in. So I'm just using this as a little example because it put him on the right side. She's kind of started off on the right when she started to move, and now he's he's going to go to the left. Well, she can restart him to the right, but it sort of encouraged him to get short on the left again and say, hey, I just keep doing my left. But it's just, the only reason I said that was because I want you to really be paying attention to how you lead your horse. And are you really aware of where he's moving his feet and how much he's asking you to move your feet? So see how now he's even putting her more on the left. See, that little shift was just him saying, yeah, I feel a little bit better if I could just have him closer to my left eye. And he looks pretty straight, but just because he moved over there, I know that's pretty straight. So, anyway, so everything, like I don't let people get very far before I'm like, okay, stop, that's wrong. Because I think it's about being really aware. So when you get really aware of how your horse is feeling about you, you'll change the way you are. You'll have a much more, you'll have much better connection to them. You'll just feel it better. And so that's kind of what you want to do is when you go to ride them, you want to be able to feel what their feet are doing, feel how they are mentally, So like he's a little worried about the other horses. And so if I'm hanging out with the farrier or whatever, or the vet, I'm going to always be doing this. Like, hey, please go ahead. Or if I'm at the horse show and I'm holding him waiting for one of you guys to ride him, I'm going to be like, hey, what do you think about that? And then pretty soon he's going to be like, wow, I so like being around this person because this person really relaxes me. You go to the horse show and you want all kinds of really bad leading. Okay, so just start him to the right so that So now when she starts him, she should lead with her right hand and drive with her left. And see, she's kind of already said to him, get your shoulders out. It'll be much easier with the halter on than with the rope. So she's kind of thinking about him just being around her in a circle and him giving her the space, think of it like a bubble around Kristen, and he's staying on the outside of the bubble. Or I like to think about like the drain in the bathtub. So his body is going around the drain. He's not coming inside and swirling down into her. He's staying to the outside. And so we're going to watch for his feet to stay on. Try to get him on 2 tracks. I mean, I'm critical of that, but I'm not really like that's pretty good right there. So his feet are going around you. The hind is following the front, and he is stepping under a little bit, but that's okay because he's a big long thing. Okay, so she's going to get ready, and she's touched him all over with the flag. See, he's kind of trying to get short there. And so, she rubbed him down in the girth area, rubbed him under the belly. Make sure that, see, he's kind of a little suspicious of that, so just do that again. So watch his expression. See how he tipped his head? And he's kind of like, hey, what are you doing under there? So she needs to just make sure that he's okay with that. There, that's pretty good. Good. So now she's going to get ready and change direction. So she's going to keep the body going forward. Don't move so much, Kristen. You're moving too much. Stand more still. much kind of
on top.
yeah, he's trying to get into her little thing, and like he should sort of be out giving her more space, but she'll get it. Just has to that side, you know. So I think she's moving out of his way too much. Like she needs to stand more there and say, hey, get your shoulders up and don't worry about the hind.
Yeah, I think I'm more focused on the hind than the.
Yeah. Okay, so after you go. So always lead and drive. And see how he yielded out away from her? You're going to be tested on this. No. So I'm thinking about what he would look like if I was above him. What would his spine look like? Would he be in a nice bend around me? Even from his head to his tail. I mean, you know, see, there's a little craggy spot right there. Kind of say, hey, get going. So this is a coordination between her flag aid and her head and her left hand. So what you should do is, like, when you ask him to go, give him a bump and say, hey, I want your hind end to move away from me. So use your left hand. Let's say, hey, bump, go, bump, go. See, he's kind of dragging his hind end a little. There you go. And he's still really immature, but he's, you know, I want him to kind of use himself a little different. I want him to get sharper with his teeth. So bump his head more. Bump, because he's a little, yeah. Make him more responsible for keeping the bend. Don't move too much. There you go. So now watch the left hind leg, you guys. So stepping under. Good. Now one thing that's important is that she doesn't let the front end just slam on the brakes. When she steps in to bend and to change direction, the reason that you're bending him deeper is to get him to get ready to shift his weight back. So he has to move the left hind under, and then he has to get the right hind over so that he can shift his weight onto his right hind. Anytime you want to change. Okay. Shift onto the right hind. There you go. Perfect. And then let him hang. Good. So now he's all ready in his body to do whatever she needs him to do. I mean, it's not beautiful yet, but he's ready to be able to